Hi guys, it's Shelly Honey here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do a look today again. Um, Let me know if you want to do the different looks. Let me know comment down below. At least I can do different looks of by one brand. I can maybe do a challenge. Next video I can do like just buy one brand products. By one brand to just do it. I want to do that next video. This video I'm gonna try to do a look on this video today, and let's see how I go. Last time I used one foundation. Today I'm gonna use a different foundation because I got heaps of it here already. I'm gonna use the Fit Me foundation. I'm gonna use that today. Also I did maybe some other products that I'm using as well. So first up I'm gonna use a primer. I need to find that. First I'm gonna use a Fit Me Maybelline primer. I'm gonna use that. It's actually really good for the skin. Like, I love it. I didn't know it had sunscreen in it, so I didn't know it had sunscreen in it until I looked it up properly. That's what is good of this, because it had sunscreen in it. That's what I like. Rub it in down my neck, all that stuff. The good thing is feel a little sticky. At least I know okay, the foundation's on stick. That's one of my favorites for it, because at least I know my favorite is to stick to it and all that stuff. I usually go on my hands, but I have this to pour the foundation on, or squeeze, or if I have one of these bottles of squeezy pump, I put it on here or squeeze it on my face. So in this case, this is not the squeezy one. This one's a portable one, so I usually pour it out. That's a bit too much. Now I go over it with, this time I go with the brush. I usually go over with the blender. Just like there. I then use this foundation brush. Dip it in and then go like that. Tap tap tap. You like having a foundation, having a sponge on your face. Just tap it. It depends what look you're going for as well. Like, sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use a sponge. But if I'm doing a look that only requires a sponge, I use a sponge. If I'm doing a look that required a foundation brush, I use the brush. So, and I was just saying that you can use like any looks you're going for. I prefer sometimes there's some looks I'm going for. Sometimes I like the brush. With some looks, so with others I like using the sponge. I don't know why, but like, that's my personal preference. But and at the end of the day, that's what you're most comfortable, and also that's what you're most comfortable with as well. It doesn't blend it out. With this foundation, I found this foundation really good. If you're looking for like a cheap alternative on a foundation, I would recommend this. This is a drugstore one. I recommend this. This one's pretty cheap. It's like $10 to $13 at the local store. You can get it at like a chemist or like a supermarket or something. Like you can get it pretty cheap there. That's what I like. They are pretty cheap. So, and also with Elf, they're also pretty cheap as well. If you're looking for like a cheap contour blush or bronzer, go for these Elf products as well. They are pretty cheap as well. Like go to your local Target or something to get like Elf. That they've got it there, and yeah, you can they are pretty good, and also they're actually pretty cheap as well. So that's what, if you're looking for like a cheap alternative of your makeup kit, they're actually pretty good. So I'm back in blending this foundation out. Now time for concealer. And also with concealer, there's a couple of concealers you can go for. There's this concealer you can go for, it's cheap, or you can go for Elf concealer. That's also pretty cheap as well. There are some concealers out there are pretty cheap, and also are better than store brand, than the actual high end stuff. So I usually put some concealer on my eyelids. There. This is mostly might do a drugstore look today. Today, that's what I'm doing a drugstore look today. So most basically, I'm just using most of drugstore stuff. So I do have drugstore powder. Blend that out. You don't have to use as much as I did, but I have to use that much to keep it tacky and all that stuff. With another drugstore stuff, I use this. This one's another good one because it is pretty cheap. It's no more than $15. I think I got it for $15-20. I think. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong. And the saying is actually pretty good, pretty cheap, and actually pretty good to use. It keeps the setting powder. It sets the foundation and concealer into the face. I can notice the face difference, oily and dryness. You can kind of notice the difference on camera in this lighting, with the both sides. blend it out, blend. Basically, this setting powder stops like basically dries the basically sets the concealer and the foundation onto your face. Some people, like some makeup artists, don't use it. I love it because like at least it sits like I'd rather do that. I'd rather set my face with concealer and my foundation concealer than anything else. And I'll put everything else on it and I use this setting spray. Like go on mask. I did have a cheaper one than that, but fortunately I used it all. That's done with setting spray, setting powder I mean. Now I'm going to go with contour. Let me go with the contour powder. It's from ELF. That'll be the cheap one. Let me find a brush for that. This one is a cheap one. That's what I kind of love. It's cheap, and you don't need that much on. I think this is a bit darker, but okay. Sometimes I'll do my nose with that, and sometimes I don't. But sometimes, if you're trying to learn drag, like this, like some products like ELF, can be good. With me, I do want to do drag one day, and I'm using blush, using this shade. Then I go under the eye. Oh my god! Sometimes I forget how pigmented some products are. And I put too much on. But I put too much on by accident. Sometimes without realizing, I put too much on. Now, all about this blend it out. And also, with some brushes can hold product as well. That's why I need to be mindful of that as well, because if you're learning how to put makeup on and all that stuff, be mindful. There are some products, there are some brushes out there can hold products there. That's why sometimes I forget. Like, that's why I forget as well. Now I'm putting bronzer on from ELF, another cheap brand, another cheap. There's like $16 to $20 at your local Target or Walmart or Kmart or something. All the ELF products I have is like $16 to $20. that's how much I basically paid for them. Yeah, maybe taking longer today with these stuff, but I usually go under like with concealer with this, but I end up using this, but we don't recommend using this. I don't really need that today. Now another cheap product and I'm gonna use today for my lips is OXX Cosmetics. That is another cheap brand. You can get it at like a local Walmart, like or Target, Kmart. If you live in Australia, you can get it at Kmart or something. If not, you can always go to like your local shopping, like local Kmart or Walmart or something, or Target or something. Like it's really bright pink. It's really vibrant. You can kind of tell it's very bright. There's some products like lips, like liquid lips. You don't need much on for it to like blend out. Even with this, you don't need that much on to like for it to like blend out, like to go out like that. So another cheap product I have is from Nutromedics. If you have Nutromedics, that's the pigment of that. So yeah, that's probably it. I don't have the cheap eyeshadow stuff, because all that is high end. All the rest of them is so expensive. So you can always go to like your local shopping center or drugstore stuff to get cheap stuff. Yeah, if you're going for like a more natural like looks or something, put less on than me. Like than this. If you're going to look more like this, yeah, do this. Other than that, like go less. Don't do the same mistake I did. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and hope you subscribe, press the like button, comment down below if you want what you want me to do next. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.